Hey guys, welcome to this week's podcast episode. And today's episode is going to be all about tech, AI. And I have none other than Hakob. He's a founder, he's a tech founder and CEO of his company. He's going to talk about it, what it does. His company is known as HackTech. He's an entrepreneur for Armenia. He's also got started his first company, age of 19, grew it to 4 million revenue, 80 team of 80 people. I'm really excited to welcome Hakob to the show. Welcome, Hakob.
Hi, Christopher. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I know there may be a little bit of lag and maybe time difference, but hopefully the audience can get the gems from the conversation. So talk about how you started, what Hack Tech is, and how it can benefit the audience.
Sure. Yeah, I'll start what HackTech is. So the way we position ourselves that we are not a traditional like outsource or out staffing agency. What we do is engineering partnerships. So for us, the biggest difference is like more on cultural side. Basically, what we do with a team of 80 people, we just have 9 clients now. So for each of the clients, we have dedicated team. And well, we have very long-term relationship. Basically, we have some clients that we started working like 9 years ago when we founded the company. So it's is the way we work. And the biggest benefit that our team feels part of client's company. They get motivated by the impact they make on the project, and it's a big driver in tech world. So that's what HackTech doing in general. We mostly concentrate on two types of clients. One of them is non-tech companies, so digital transformation cases where a traditional law firm or some company with a legacy system wants to become digital. So that's where we are deploying a product manager, business analyst. We understand their processes, their pains, and come up with a solution to that pain. So another approach is the regular like SaaS or marketplaces where they need an engineering team. Sometimes they fully depend on us, so we are their only engineering team. In some cases, we act more like an R&D team for them because we are quick. We are good at continuous delivery. So with us, they can bring some test products into the market very quickly.
Yeah, I love that. And so we'll kind of delve into the conversations now. And so one thing is just talk about your entrepreneurship journey and kind of, you started at 19 and you grew it to a team of 80, significant revenue. What are key challenges and milestones in this journey?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think in each step we had a different type of blockers and achievements. So I would say when until 20 people, it was very easy growth. Like I was doing mostly everything from HR to finances to recruiting, so everything. And then when scaling, we started to become more of a real company. So building different departments and like just growing that way. Then we rapidly grow to 80 people. So it was very rapid and we never had sales processes. So it was just word of mouth. One client is happy referring to another one. So, and in that skills, we started to have like operational issues. So, like evaluating performance, it's much bigger team. You can't have one-on-ones every week with everyone. So we needed to have a real structure. And it took us about like 1.5 to 2 years to feel very comfortable in this 80 people team. And that's where we are now. Now the biggest bottleneck I would say for us is sales, because as we never did sales, for us it's kind of a new domain. We are learning how to generate leads, how to convert them into clients, and it's totally different than a referral world. So I would say right now, when we have all the processes and really ready to scale, our main focus is sales.
I love that. The other question is, talk about sales, and you have a SaaS product development, and what are common mistakes made when building SaaS products? What are key considerations for entrepreneurs venturing into the SaaS space, and how can they avoid pitfalls?
Yeah, no, I think from what I saw, the biggest mistake is not understanding the concept of MVP. it's a very big mistake. Sometimes they want to build everything. So, we are like sending SMS. Let's build an SMS system rather than using, let's say, Twilio, or let's build a chat rather than implementing some third-party application. Because usually startups have very limited budget, very limited resources, and they need to use that wisely to build only what makes the core value. So if it's a subscription system, you can use third-party thing. If it's chat, you just need to concentrate on the like core issue. And another big mistake I'm seeing that founders trying to drive the product. So instead of going through this traditional market research, customer interviews, they know the domain very well, and they think that they know what their customers want, and they just build what they think is right, and at the end of the day it might not work for the customers. So this CEO or founder driven product management approach is a big mistake that we are seeing.
Yeah. The next question is, kind of a follow-up of that is, in the tech space, the big hype now is AI and the future of work. And, I was reading this article last night talking about there's a disconnect between CEOs, the C-suite executives, and then basically the people that carry out the jobs. And there's a huge discrepancy, and a lot of employees are just saying, I'm going to go start my own company. And now they're trying to use AI and robots and humanoid robots. What is the impact of AI on the workforce? Is AI going to take our jobs? Are there new opportunities? How can we leverage AI to be more effective in our roles?
It's a very popular question now. In my opinion, AI will never take our jobs. It will completely change the job industry, and it will make us more effective. So even in engineering right now, we are using a lot of AI just in our daily work, because first of all, if you don't use AI now from the customer's perspective, you are not effective anymore. So you are behind the market, you are spending more time on research, and using AI is not just going and writing something to ChatGPT. You need to learn a little bit how to prompt properly, so all this stuff. And when it comes to changing the jobs, it definitely will change. We are very experienced in a couple of industries, especially like in marketing and advertisement industry, or in legal tech industry. And I would say these two industries are being changed a lot. Like whatever, for example, in immigration law, when 500 pages of PDF would take like one full-time paralegal to work a couple of days, now the 30-40% of it can be automated by AI. So you can generate a lot of content and then have attorney or immigration specialist to walk through it and give a feedback. So it's definitely changing, but I'm looking at it as a positive change. So the people whose job will be affected, they'll just find themselves into another position doing something else which AI can't do, and it will be much more productive, because whatever AI can do now, then it's low quality, not very productive work. So I'm very positive. And for me, it's the same change that happened when like computers became accessible to everyone, right? Like maybe some corporates will use a department of 100 people for accounting. Now they need just 5 people, because computers can automate all the process, and same is going to happen now. So I'm very positive about that change.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I love when I hear the word never. It just makes me chuckle inside, because they said that Netflix would never take over Blockbuster, or Amazon would never become more valuable than Walmart, and I just chuckle when I hear never. No, but I mean, it's true. Like, as a business owner or entrepreneur myself, I'm actually using more AI than I am hiring individual talent, because it's so much faster, cheaper, more effective. I don't have to argue with people. It's like very, so this brings me to my next question is, kind of building a company culture and employee engagement, because these days, we've got the internet now, and people can go, they basically, you don't need a job these days. So delve into building a company culture where employees want to stay. What strategies have you used to foster a positive work environment and retain talented employees?
Yeah, that's one thing we are very proud of at HackTech. We have very low employee churn, so our employee retention is very, very high. And yeah, I think first of all, you need to have a set of values in the company and not just have it in the wall, but really follow them. So, for example, like one of our company values is authenticity. And for us, it's very important that someone behaves the way they are. So, like me as a founder, I'm not a type of person that will go into the office and tell, hey guys, let's make the shit happen and everyone gets motivated, because many people trying to fake this. And when you fake, everyone understands. No one will take it serious. But on the other side, like team knows me, they know that whenever we do something great, we are going to the bar and starting to drink. So that's a very good part of our culture. So we are having a lot of team buildings. We are trying to stay very connected, even with our clients, not only within the team. Like though we are in Armenia and it's like sometimes 20 plus hours flight from United States, and most of our clients are from US. Like I would say almost every our client visited Armenia at least once. So we are trying to keep this kind of relationship, and that's affecting very positively on the company culture. And we just moved to a very nice new office. Maybe I'm a little bit conservative, but I'm not a big fan of remote work. So we have a big office, we have everyone in the office. I think that's mostly in our kitchen, the culture is being made, I'd say this way, in the office.
Yeah, I love that. The other question I have is, especially, talking to my fellow colleagues and entrepreneurs, they always tell me that they have so much trouble hiring, which is why they're looking into software and SaaS, because the very best ones, we were just talking about how to retain them, but the very best ones either go on and start their own thing or do their own thing, but then you're stuck with really crappy ones and you're forced to, fire them or kind of do things on your own. So what strategies have you used for hiring the best and keeping the best, kind of to piggyback on what you were saying?
Yeah, we have just a very good hiring First of all, in Armenia, we are pretty popular. We are trying to be in all internal conferences, in all programs. So whenever we are posting a job, we know that we are getting a lot of requests. And when you have a good, let's say 200 CVs for one position, it's giving you flexibility. And then we have like a couple of layers interview process, like phone screening, then HR interview, like separate 1 hour interview, or even sometimes more, dedicated only finding out if this person like culturally fitting our team or not. Then we have a technical interview, and sometimes if needed after technical interview, we are sending a task. And then when these steps are positive, we are having team screening, which is basically 1 full day in our office working with our team, having coffee, and then we are getting red flags. So if no one had a red flag, or if someone has a red flag, we are discussing, understanding the severity of it, and only then we are hiring. And when we hire, we have a 3 months probation period. So during these 3 months, we are putting like measurable objectives and key results for the person, depending on the role. Actually, we are doing this before hiring. Before starting the process, we are putting objectives and key results. Then during the interview process, we are asking us like the question, can this person meet these criteria? And then, yeah, if everything is fine after the probation, the person is hired on a long term.
Yeah. So it sounds like you hire very slowly and fire very quickly, which is really interesting. I was talking to one of my, colleagues as well. He was saying he had to go through like 20, 30 rounds of interviews to get hired. And it's like it's a very, well-known firm, but it's just kind of like 20 rounds of interviews. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do
Yeah, I think 20 is too much, but like
my.
4 is very balanced, and yeah, it's good for both sides, because it's not only us, the candidate should see if they like the team, if they like the culture. So it's for both sides.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Next question is digital transformation. And you talked about using AI, and basically you were saying if you weren't using AI, you're already behind, much less like learning it and how to like optimize it. So how do you discuss the process of digital transformation for businesses? It first started with like the web, then it became social media. Now it's AI. What are essential steps, challenges for a company and businesses undergoing a digital transformation journey?
Yeah, no, I think the first one is willing. So they need to like make that decision that, hey, if we stay in where we are now, in 10 years, we'll be out of the business. And that's the first trigger. And then tell their team, hey, we are going to go digital. It's going to be a big change for all of us, but we need to do it. So, and then what we are doing, like our product manager starting the process, working very closely for a month or two, depending on complexity of their business, and coming up with this, say, low-hanging fruit. So like, hey, we can just automate this part of your business and you will have like 5% increase in productivity. And when we do and deliver this, the team getting excited. Hey, like it used to take us 1 hour to duplicate these campaigns across multiple ad accounts in Facebook. Now it's just one click. So everyone gets excited, and then they are eager to work with you, to do customer interviews, to play with the product, to come up with bugs that they see. So you are seeing this engagement, and it is the best driver for digital transformation.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I love this talk. And how can people find out more about your company, talk to you? I love your role as the founder and CEO, and running a multi-million-dollar company. And how can people find out more about it and reach out to you?
Yeah, I'm very responsive in LinkedIn. So my name is Hakob Sharabkhanyan. I think they'll have hard time writing my surname, but yeah, they can just find me in LinkedIn, drop a message, and I'm more than happy to discuss with anyone about their digital transformation, or just give a free consultation on how their business can become better. Because sometimes it's not. Sometimes some clients don't need really our services, so they are coming, hey, we want to do this, and you are, hey, like there is a $20 per month SaaS subscription that you can buy, which solves your problem. You don't need to go and build your own product. So yeah, I think just having a conversation is a great start.
And I really enjoyed this conversation. I love networking, connecting with tech entrepreneurs and founders, and just sharing the conversations, ideas with the audience. And thanks so much for coming on.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Chris.